I'm Maggie. I'm from last year's MA ILU program, and in this video, I'm going to share with you some basic information about my job. Well, originally, I tried to start this video with a typical morning of my workday, but it turns out I was late, and everything was very chaotic, so I decided to start fresh again here and sit down with you and try to be more informative. I'm currently teaching in Zhuhai First Vocational School, and I'm the subject teacher of 2 bilingual courses for international classes, which are Management Basics and Service Quality. I'm also the class teacher of one of the 2 international classes. While being a class teacher of one of the essential requirements from our school, you have to do it 3 years or 5 years in a row, unless if you're a girl, you can get pregnant and you can have a whole year off. To be honest, being a class teacher is very time and energy consuming, but the kids can be really sweet sometimes, while other times they could be a handful too. Sometimes you just need to rise to the challenge, right? Another big part of my work is, let me show you, the paperwork. And this is how much I have to do in one semester. And they are as thick, altogether, they are as thick as a book. So that's a lot of work. You're probably wondering how much I get paid for doing all these. Well, it's kind of tricky in China because they claim they're paying you in a certain amount, then there are the taxes, the social insurance you have to pay, so the actual money you get in your account seems way less than they claim. So each month I'll have 6,000 as basic salary that is sent to my account, and aside from that, I have the housing allowance and housing fund, which is called 公积金 in Chinese. Well, if I put them all together, the money I can use is around 10,000. Well, it sounds okay for a fresh graduate and in a city so small like Zhuhai. But please be aware that as a teacher, as a public school teacher, your salary is not gonna go up as much as the other industries. Your salary is gonna stay the same, pretty much the same for a long time. The working condition is okay. It's like any public school that you have your own office and you share with them with your colleague. You have your own cubicle, your computer, and your office will have conditioners. Don't be afraid, you'll have conditioners. But for classrooms, some of the schools don't have conditioners, don't have air conditioners. Did I just say conditioners all the time? But some of the classrooms don't have air conditioners, so it could be hard for the summer times, especially for Zhuhai, where the summer never ends. Up to now, you're still with me and you are still interested in becoming a public school teacher, you might probably want to hear about job application. First, let me share with you how and where did I get all the information about hiring. The first option is to enter this website, 教师招聘网. And here you can get all the information about teacher hiring from all over the country, and you can choose the country you're interested in, and you can get all the information about public hiring here. And the second option is to go to the education website for each city, and usually it's gonna show like 什么什么城市教育信息网. You can decide where you want to go and then search 哪里哪里教育信息网. Okay, so here you should go down here. 人事信息, human resource information. Okay, where's my mouse? Okay, human resource information, you click on it, and as you can see, there are many information about hiring here. Now the third option is over here. Let me show you. Hey, now you can log on, sorry. Now you can log on to your WeChat and subscribe to this channel called 上学了. This is a channel for educational information in Guangdong province, basically. Now I have shared with you my source of information, and I would like to walk you through the procedure of hiring. This is a diagram that I worked out for my experience of job application. First, around 1 month ahead, you need to go to the school's website and apply online, where you can fill in their application forms, and I think you should upload a picture or something. You can pass this phase very easily. They won't even check whether your certificates are valid. That's why they decided another section where they did it by person. Mine was on person, but I heard some colleagues said that some of them did it by mail. I don't know how they did it, but my qualification check was in person. And in this phase, you need to bring all your certificates and your ID card to show that you really have the qualifications for this position. And the next day, I took the written examination, which are divided into two parts. The first one is subject knowledge. The second one is teaching philosophy. And when I passed the written exam, I took the interview on the next day, where I had the mini lesson first, and I had 15 minutes to prepare for it, and I gave a lesson for about 10 minutes, where the interviewers will pretend to be the students, but they will not really give you any reactions. So you basically were talking to yourself. So prepare for that. If you had any trouble in the process that you weren't sure what you were talking about, just stop for a second, think about it, and smile. It's fine. People forget about things. I did. It's not gonna affect the overall impression for you, so don't be too nervous for it. The second part is the Q&A, where they will ask you various questions. For example, about your teaching philosophy, teaching methods, and sometimes there will be many private questions. I was asked about when I was going to get married and whether I was going to have kids. Well, look out for those questions, and maybe you can think of some universal answers to those questions. So the last thing I'd like to say is that don't be overly anxious. I understand that there are a lot of pressure from your parents, your peers, and your relatives. I felt the whole world was against me until I got my job. So I understand the pressure, but please don't rush yourself too much. I mean, getting a job and make a living out of it, it's not that difficult after all. What's important is that you need to find your true passion, and you need to make a very wise and careful decision on what city you decide to settle down. And lastly, you need to think carefully about what kind of style that you prefer, because different jobs do bring different lifestyles. Like for teachers, you're not going to make a lot of money, but you have 2 long vacations every year, and you get to work with these amazing people, these adorable kids that makes you laugh all the time. I think it's worth it. I love my job. That's it for this video, and I wish you all the best and I believe all of you could do wonderfully in this job application experience. And bye. Love you guys.
My name is Sylvia.
You?
My name is Snow. My name is Annabelle.
My name is Claudia. My name is Carrie. My name is Tiffany. I'm Sarah. My name is
软件41解判断，软件说后面这个同学老师过来就去手放好了。
Okay, I get all the girls. What about the boys?
Have air conditioners.